Okay guys, let's do review problem 56 and 57. So in this one, I wanted to remind you, be careful of the minus. Let's make sure we distribute this minus. So the first thing I actually would do is actually distribute the minus. So I know I have a minus 3x cubed here. I have a minus 9x squared. And I have, it kind of wraps around here, so I apologize. That x becomes a minus x, and now that minus 7 becomes a plus 7. Because remember, whenever you minus a negative, or do a negative on a minus, they cancel out to a plus. So in this problem, the 3 became negative 3, the 9 became negative 9, the 1x became negative x, the minus 7 became 7. So now that I have that verified, done correctly, there's no more minus to worry about because I distributed it. Now it's just a matter of combining like terms. So I have 12x3 minus 3x3, which is 9x3, or x cubed if you like. So they're done. How about minus 8x squared and minus 9x squared? That's minus 17x squared. Again, be careful with your negatives, right? A negative and another negative makes a bigger negative. So those are done. What's the only thing left, of course, is the minus x and the plus 7. But what was the point of this problem was I wanted to remind you again, make sure you're careful by distributing that minus so you don't get any of the signs wrong as you're combining like terms. All right, let's look at one more. Now this one's multiply. And so what I want to do on this one is just remind you how to distribute. Let's do this. If I do x squared times this x squared, I hope you agree that's x4. And then when I do x squared times minus x, that's a minus x3 or minus x cubed. And x squared times 4 is a plus 4x squared. Now here's something I sometimes do different than other teachers. As I'm going through the next term, this 3x here, I'm going to line up like terms to make my life easier. So the 3x, when it times is the x squared, is 3x cubed. So notice I put it with the other minus x cubed there. So that's done officially. 3x times this minus x is minus 3x squared. See how I got the x squareds lined up there? So that's done. And 3x times 4 is a 12x. So as long as I combine these like terms correctly and carefully, I can't go wrong. So I do have an x4, and this minus 1 and 3 is a positive 2x cubed. The 4 here and the minus 3 there is a plus 1x squared. Of course, we don't have to write the 1. And then, of course, the plus 12x. So, what do we hopefully remember in this video? We got to make sure we can distribute. All right. My trick here, of course, is to line up like terms as I go along. It's just my own personal trick. On this one was to remind you, don't forget, be careful with those minuses when you distribute. And I recommend you distribute the minus first and then combine like terms.